Would you like to clone your starter tonight?
If I could, I would, but what a difference 24 hours makes. And I don't care what anybody says. You can be enamored with all the offense and firepower in that offense as you want, but you got to have starting pitching, and you got to have some consistency out of it. And Nick has obviously evolved into a number one guy in this league. I mean, his success in this league last year is obviously evident, and he earned that Pitcher of the Year for a reason. But you could see him slowly last year, in June, just slowly starting to mature and really figure some stuff out, and figured some things out, what's going to make him tick and what's not going to make him tick. But most importantly, he's not going to beat himself. He throws strikes and he adds in some tracks, and he's not punching out the number of guys that he used to punch out, and his velocity isn't what it used to be, but he goes out there and competes in the strike zone, and he gives himself a chance. And that's what starting pitching's all about. They don't necessarily have control of winning ball games. They can't control the defense that's played behind them. They can't control the runs that are scored for them. They can't control what the umpiring situation happens to be that night. But you can at least stand there and fight and battle and give your team a chance and hope that they score some runs and play defense behind you. And it's when you have a guy that takes the mound and throws strikes like Nick does, your team can respond, and you come to the park with a different feeling that you're going to have a great chance of winning. And other starting pitchers need to watch and understand, and nobody's going to be Nick Hernandez. There's only one Nick Hernandez, but they're all capable of throwing strikes and giving us a chance. So we're hoping that we can get a little bit more of what Nick's doing out there out of some of these other guys.
You talked about the fact that the team comes to the ballpark thinking they got a chance to win. It looked like this team just got better and better as the night went on, knowing that Nick was going to keep them in the ballgame regardless.
Well, it's kind of funny, this game. You play a game like yesterday, and you look like you're got the wrong people in place. You know what I mean? And you start thinking about many different things, but it's not the case. It's just all about starting pitching. That's going to dictate your success that day. And guys feel good about themselves when they come to the park when Nick pitches. It's kind of similar as to what it was in years past. I mean, even last year when Sal was on the mound or when Holly was on the mound, those guys came to the park knowing they were going to win that day. When Ace was on the mound, we felt like we were going to win that day. Bear Bay, you can go back many years, even when Bobby Madrich, we knew Bobby Madrich was going to win that day. And that's what it's all about. You got to give your teammates, you got to give them that feeling as a starting pitcher that you're going to come, you're going to lay it on the line for them that day, play behind me.
Congratulations.
Thanks.